Hello, friends. It's Shannon. A friend of mine at work asked me to do a tour of my rings, and so this is now the fourth time I've attempted to film this. So we'll see if I can get through it. I have a story about each one, and so it just goes long, and then I realize it hasn't been filming. It's just been a hot mess. So I'm going to go through as fast as I can. Okay, so this is the ring that I got in Sydney when my friend and I did our 24 hours in Sydney, and I bought that from a craft fair down there. This is a Swarovski ring that I bought last Christmas. I just was influenced by Gina. She's a fashion influencer fashion influencer on TikTok, and she had this, and I was just enamored with it, and I love this ring, so I'm sure I will wear it a lot back in the winter when, those colors come in again. This is the intaglio that I've shared before. It's by Extasia Company, and it's just black glass on a bronze or a brass base. These are my tulip rings that I've shared before, and they're out of Tulsa. It's a Litany Jewelers makes them, and Mary Hathaway here on TikTok is who I got influenced by to buy those. And they're my kids. Oh, there's the other one. Sorry. I know that's bad. They're my kids' birthstones. So my 3 kids plus my future daughter-in-law. These aren't showing up very well. Hold on. Let me try that again. So my kids and my future daughter-in-law birthstones are what these are. And they've been really fun. And then I just bought this blue one for an extra one. So that's what those are. This is a little knitting needle sizer ring that I bought at Brooklyn General Store in Brooklyn, New York. And I bought it as a thumb ring. It's a little bit big, but it works okay. This ring I bought at auction. I've worn this one before, and I bought this ring at the same auction, and I just think they're beautiful together. Both of them are Native American. This ring is I bought this at an antique mall in Kentucky. I think it's black onyx, but it might be glass, honestly, but I really like that on my pinky. This ring needs to be shined up, but my kids remember this one. I wore this all the time when they were young. I just used to wear it on my middle finger. I don't even know where I got it. This one is a big chunky silver ring that I bought on the streets of New York. When my friends and I did a girls trip when we turned 40, we went to New York, and I bought this ring there from a street vendor. This one is the moonstone that I've shared before. I got this at Sparks Flea Market by a traveling vendor who comes in and sells jewelry every year. This one came from an estate auction, just a big piece of turquoise. This one I had when the kids were really little. It was just a little engraved with my monogram. I'd forgotten all about that one. I just dug it out. This one I've shared a lot. This is the little red ring that I bought in an antique mall in Springfield, Missouri. Oh, this is just a little random opal ring that I think I got at a estate auction. I don't even wear that. This one's special. My husband and I bought this for me when we were young married at the Fairhope Arts and Crafts Fair. And there was a vendor there one year, and she would use real leaves and little pieces of actual, wildlife to cast. And so this little ring has this light colored amethyst, and I just think it's beautiful. Most of the time I can't wear it. I think my hands are just a little bit cold tonight is the only reason I can get it on. Then, trying to cherry pick through. This one is a little dichroic glass that I got at a arts festival in Kirksville, Missouri when my husband and I went and visited my daughter at Truman State. For many years, I wore this as my wedding set. So these are all rings from James Avery. And I had these little thin bands, and then this chunky, and I had my initials engraved in it. So this was my wedding set for a long, long time until I upgraded to what I wear today. And then at one point, I bought this tanzanite or alexandrite, I can't remember, ring, and I would wear that with that wide band, and I wore that as a wedding set. This is the ring you've seen over and over from Sam's. These little rings are from Anna Silver Company. I found them on Instagram many years ago, I think. This is a labradorite and a larimar. I do think they're really pretty, but the quality was a little, like that stone fell out and I had to super glue it back in, so not sure about the quality there. This is my grandma's ring that I inherited from her when she died. We each got to pick out one ring, and this is the one that I picked, and I just think it's really pretty. This is the very first fancy ring that I ever had. When in 7th grade, we went to SeaWorld for a field trip in Ohio, and I paid, you would get an oyster and they'd open it up and, you'd see what you got inside. And so this was a little pearl that I got from my oyster, and I saved up to get a setting, a gold setting, and so wore that throughout junior high. And then in high school, I actually lost the pearl and had to have it replaced. So this is a replacement pearl. It's not the original one. And then this one is my grandma's class ring from 1940. And I wore this throughout high school as well. But it had a cut in the back because my dad wore it as a child and he had to get it cut off with the pig snippers. And so it would pinch me. And then I just finally got it fixed and sized a few months ago, maybe 6 or 9 months ago. But it's a little big and I thought I lost it. Like it fell off my hand inside the house. Thankfully I found it, but I haven't worn it since because I've been afraid I'll lose it. This little cameo, my husband bought for me as a surprise when we were young married, before we had kids. I'd admired it at the little jewelry store in Auburn, Alabama, and he bought it for me as a surprise. So that's a really sentimental one. And likewise, this was another surprise from him when we were first married, this big blue topaz, and this has been a favorite for years. These are our original wedding bands. Most of the time I cannot get this on. I think my hands are just a little bit cold. But these were from Ware's Jewelers in downtown Auburn, Alabama. And we put them on layaway. And they're by art carved. And so they told us that we would never be able to get them sized because of the way that they're just made. And so most of our lives, they've just sat in my jewelry box because they've been too small for us. But I keep them. This is that signet ring that I've worn lots. It's just from Etsy. It's inexpensive, just a little sterling silver, and I got his initials put on it. This is a jade and amethyst ring that I bought from eBay for Christmas for myself a couple years ago, or, John bought it for me, but I picked it out. And this and this and this one all turn my finger black. I've got some kind of a problem with yellow gold where they turn my finger black. So I don't wear it very often, but this one I got at an estate sale last year. I was saving up for a big chunky gemstone and got so excited to find this in an estate sale, bought it, and then that's when I remembered or found out that yellow gold makes my finger turn black. This one I bought on eBay and wanted to wear it with this stack of all these dome rings. Most of the time I cannot fit this on my middle finger. And so I tend to just wear these, but loved the idea of having all of these big chunky silver rings together. So I think that's most of this stuff. I mean, there's like a little random thing that I don't know where I got, and another pinky ring. Sorry, I know my hands are all over the place. Another pinky ring. I got this at an estate sale from John Hardy. It's a John Hardy ring, but those are all my rings. I think I made it through. I appreciate you sticking around. Hope you enjoyed this, and that's it. Thanks. Have a great night. Appreciate it.